Hello there guys, my name is Coach Jay, your Dogster Bill for Theme Park News, and welcome to a Theme Park News update from Cedar Point. This is the final of the 6th video weekend here on Sunday, and of course the previous videos from Saturday, so make sure you go check them out from Holton's Park, Le Recre des Trois Cures, and of course the other video from SNS Sansei Technologies on their track in factory. Now, Cedar Point has been, in my opinion, one of the most confusing theories about what they're going to do for next year. However, we do have some first new details about 2020 and what they're set to do. Now, the GM, the general manager, actually confirmed that they were going to do a new ride, but it would not be a coaster. Now, we knew pretty much straight away it wasn't going to be a coaster, because I think 2021 is going to be the year Cedar Point gets a coaster, in my opinion. I think 2021 is going to be like 2018. It'll be King's Dominion and Cedar Point, in my opinion. Now, whether there's a third coaster like California's Great America's Rollblazer is, and obviously Knott's Berry Farm doing Hang Time as well, so if there's any additional coasters, we don't know. But I think King's Dominion and Cedar Point are going to get the main coasters for 2021. But 2020 for Cedar Point is going to be more of an anniversary celebration. They have some other little details, but we have some details on a brand new ride. Now, I've got all the details, so I'm going to sort of put a shot of one of the scenes from a former attraction on your screen now. Now, you're probably thinking, what is this scene from? Well, this is actually a scene from Paddle Wheel Excursions, and that is because an article, a Cleveland-based article from Ohio, states that Cedar Point will be adding several new attractions and features, including a brand new river ride in the space occupied by Paddle Wheel Excursions. So we're going to have a look at what this is. So details are apparently scarce at the minute, but this much is known. So the new attractions emphasise history and nostalgia for the amusement park, founded of course in 1870, as most of you know, on the Lake Erie shore, and it's the second oldest park in the US. In a news release, next year's commemoration was described as the biggest celebration in Cedar Point's history, lasting the entire season. So fans seem most interested and intrigued by a new attraction described as a river expedition for new generation, which immediately triggered nostalgia for Paddle Wheel Excursions, which was a popular boat ride that operated from 1960 to 2011. So Cedar Point's spokesman, Tony Clark, said in general terms it will travel in the same waters as the former Paddle Wheel Excursions, but will be a completely new experience. So of course Excursions closed in 2011 to make way for Dinosaurs Alive, and of course that attraction, Dinosaurs Alive, that actually closed last year, of course, as you know, to make way for the 2019 edition, Forbidden Frontier on Adventure Island, which of course is the new interactive experience that is on several acres of land near the back of the park. So Dinosaurs Alive closed, a new experience on a new site opened elsewhere with Forbidden Frontier and Adventure Island, which actually looks quite fun. I'm quite surprised that addition could be a success. But that old Dinosaurs Alive where Paddle Wheel Excursions was, that's been transformed, and it's been transformed into this brand new river ride, and I'm going to sort of talk about that in a little bit. So as well as that, new for 2020, so as a little sort of minor addition, the park is seeking photos, videos and stories from the fans, which will be featured in advertising and on the Cedar Point website and in social media throughout the year. So to submit your memories and for more information on this, make sure you check out cedarpoint.com/150. Now, other celebrations and also new adjustments for 2020 includes the Dahle Pass, which offers unlimited visits to Cedar Point and Cedar Point Shores for both 2020 and the rest of this year, plus parking, other discounts, and early entry to the park for selected rides. So the $99 price is a substantial discount from the current season pass prices. So the Gold Pass is having unlimited visitors and it's having a discounted price, so well worth it. We have a new nighttime celebration on the main Midway, which sounds pretty awesome for the nighttime shows. A reimagined town hall featuring exhibits celebrating the park's history, which will be really good, a very commemorating way to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Cedar Point. Merchandise and food offerings, both nostalgic and new. T-shirts and other merchandise featuring former Cedar Point rides, including Paddle Wheel Excursions, Jumbo Jet and Earthquake, plus many others, are in for sale in the park gift shops. So that is Cedar Point's 150th anniversary celebrations and what they're going to do to celebrate the 150th anniversary of the park. Now, the main thing we need to talk about is the brand new river ride. Now, early sort of predictions from that article suggest that maybe they were going to, before they mentioned it was going to take place on that paddle wheel excursion site, I think a couple of people may have said, oh, what about, you know, whitewater rafting, you know, that rapids ride, you know, maybe they're going to do what Silver Dollar City did with theirs and sort of create like an Infinity Falls style rapids ride. That isn't going to happen. So it will be a completely new ride experience, but it's going to travel on the same waters as paddle wheel excursions. Now, that does sound to me a brand new water ride. Now, it doesn't say flume ride, it doesn't say water coaster, it's a water ride. So it may not be all that we seem. And it also doesn't say water raft ride, so that doesn't automatically jump to Infinity Falls, Mystic River Falls that was recently announced by Silver Dollar City for next year. It doesn't necessarily mean a water coaster or a raft ride or a water raft ride or a flume ride. It's just a normal water ride. So my best guess, because it is the 150th anniversary of Cedar Point, my best prediction is a brand new a new modern version of paddle wheel excursions. I'm expecting a brand new like a cruise, like a boat tour along that old lake. They're going to revitalise that lake and they're going to put a brand new boat system on it. Obviously, details are scarce at the minute exactly what it's going to be. However, I am expecting some new things to come out within the following months. So hopefully by the turn of the year and by the turn of the century, we will be getting more details on this. Because of course 2020, the brand new century, what century? Decade. By the turn of the decade, we should be getting more details. Why am I saying century? I got really confused. Shut up, train. But I am definitely thinking that it's definitely going to be some form of water ride that's a modern twist on a classic attraction. Because I think Cedar Point, I think they're sort of celebrating 150 years, but this is going to be like a preparation year. So that when we get to the turn of the decade, when we get into the new decade in 2020, we're going to celebrate these new celebrations, and then I'm thinking by the end of the summer next year in 2020, we're going to get that announcement from Cedar Point that they're going to be building this new coaster in 2021. Whether it's thrill, whether it's family thrill, I really don't care, just as long as it's a good coaster. I think 2021 is the year for the coaster for Cedar Point. Many other people are predicting that 2021 will be the next coaster for Cedar Point, now that it isn't for the anniversary next year in 2020. I think a few years ago, people predicted they were going to RMC Main Street for the anniversary in 2020, so you know, we're getting that 2 years before the anniversary. That's still vengeance. It's already open. But it's a great way to celebrate the anniversary, you know, Knott's are sort of doing like a family reunion for their 100th anniversary, so very nice move for Knott's. So I am excited to see what they're going to do with this. But there we go. Cedar Point 150. Thank you very much for watching this Theme Park Newsroom update. Make sure you comment down below your thoughts as to what you think to the new celebration. My name is Coach Cho, YouTube channel Donkster Born, Bob Bill for Theme Park News. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss a YouTube video. Keep living the coast life, and I'll see you guys in the next video soon. Take care, have an awesome day, my friends.